Hello there everyone and welcome back to Better Than Wolves. We're standing out here at the snow farm. Just a brief introduction before I head back home. First things first, our ice farm, while we were building, has performed admirably. It's probably way more ice than I need for the project I had planned. So we'll just take 2 full stacks home with us and leave the rest here for now. You can always come back for more, because I need to make sure, check some things that may or may not actually work out the way I had hoped. We'll find out when I get back home. We need to do some experimentation with ice. The other thing, is I need to show you the tweak I just made to the snow farm. So I was looking at this and looking at the procedure this thing uses. I need to put a few more blocks in here to try and keep things from leaking, but regardless, I realized if I add a second torch to this thing, it gets even faster. So it's now producing them twice as fast as they were before. I mean, I have a plan for the snow someday. I have a project I'd like to build, a community project that might get a few of my friends on for an episode or two. Anyways, we're certainly going to have snow to burn on that. It's not something I like to leave on. It's kind of noisy, it's unnecessary, and since I'm not going to be in the neighborhood, it seems very silly to have. But regardless, we can produce snow blocks in no time at all. So I'm going to quickly walk home, and we're going to put some ice out for a bit of experimentation here. And then I'm going to get to work on doing a bit of building at the mob system. So I will be right back. Alrighty, so we need to test a couple of things with regards to ice here. Back at the mob system, this place is getting a little safer. It's not perfect. So we need to test this in a place with, you know, fairly dark. So, okay, that answers that question pretty fast. So snow can be placed, but ice will not place on the surface. Well, okay then. It looks, I'm going to do one more test, but it looks to me like Plan B will be a go. How interesting. Sneaky. I had no idea that had been done. Alright, so if we go for an optimal attempt here, it'll be in a dark corner where water can't get away from me. We'll just make this a little darker. There we go. And then we put a block of ice down and it melts. Okay. So player placed ice will melt if it's not in a frozen biome. Oh, well, live and learn. Thank you for warning me. Fortunately, snow doesn't, but okay. That's okay, because the build that I had planned, I can still use the ice. I have a build I'm planning out in the snow biome anyways, that I'm going to use ice for anyway. So it's a shame I can't use it as a building block. It's a rather pretty building block, but on the other hand, I can certainly understand why there was some contemplation given to I got to do something about that XP storage system someday. I can certainly understand why Flowerchild decided to make it work the way it does. So for the thing I had planned regarding over here, we'll go with Plan B instead of Plan A, and Plan B is in some ways a much more interesting build. So in that respect, it's certainly accomplishing what I think Flowerchild had intended. So that's good. All right, so to here. It was suggested, you guys haven't seen this yet. This is the revised version of the flooring, and it was suggested before anybody had seen this that a little extra color here might make this look much better. And in fact, I have to agree, and considering what I've been trying to do, actually it occurred to me that it would actually make this easier to do what I wanted to do. Oh, dang it. And what better block to use for what I want to do than quartz. Blackstone.
the uniquely Better Than Wolves version of quartz, which I think looks quite lovely. And it just, a contrasting color was suggested, and I think a different contrasting color will work really nicely, because what I don't like the way this area here turned out because of the connectivity. I really wanted it disconnected from here. So with, because I'm trying to create a sort of, I'm not sure if unreal pattern is the word, but certainly something that doesn't look quite entirely natural. I want a little bit of sort of surreality going on here, just to give it some extra character. Because, you know, I see. There's the problem. So that needs to be one of these. I'm getting better at placing these. It's taking some time, but, and then that one will connect right here. See, will it go that way? No, it won't. Oh, that's a corner there. Okay. We're actually going to have to place... Oh. I'm going to have to go get the stack of those that I was working with. But I'm kind of liking the look that's starting to develop from the... Yeah, I think the black adds a nice bit of contrast. Okay, let's see. So it lines up with this one. No. Not like that. Like that. And like that. There! And then the other one will be this one right here, placed like that. There we go. Is that a... Hold on. Yeah, because it lines up with here and with here. I'm trying to avoid creating a full grid pattern. I want to, you know, make use of the half and quarter grid sizes and shapes of these blocks. So as a result, I'm really having to be intricate with my placement to get a more interesting shape and appearance to this place. There we go. And then that one will go like that, and that one will go like that. Oops. No, wait, there's one right here. Oops. Yeah, sometimes placing these things properly is really hard. Alright, well, let's get these things in place and see where we're at. Did I get that right? Yep, that one's right. And then it needs to be... This one is rotated wrong now. There's our problem. That's the one we need to fix. And it needs to be... Whoops. Right there. And then one there, and one there. And then we place these. Nice. Okay. So that sort of gives you an idea of the pattern. Well, I'm not even going to call it a pattern, but the design that I'm working with. I mean, I love symmetry. I'm a symmetry junkie. I'll admit it fully right here, right now. But I don't want repetitive symmetry. I want symmetry with quirks and character and something that really gives this whole place an extra, I don't know, punch. And I think I'm getting close to it with this design here. I think if I carry that through a bit further, I think the look could be quite nice. Now I've got a lot of this to do, so obviously I'm going to have to cut some of this out. But I guess the question would be to you guys, how much of this building do you want to see? Those of you who reply to the comments or comment in the Better Than Wolves thread can let me know. But it would certainly, I wouldn't mind recording all this. I am certain what in the world is going on over here? I haven't actually been over here in a little while. I've been busy working on the snow project. I think Trent's been busy. This is all attached to the area Trent was working with. I gave him pretty much free reign with the jungle area. I told him I wasn't
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trent, my man, you are busy. If this is you, if this is Trent, he is busy, and this is looking neat. I wonder if that is Trent or who's doing this, but I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Somebody's making good use of the... that explains the empty block of stone. I was getting a few extra bits of stone for my work over here, and I noticed one of the boxes had been emptied, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess somebody's been busy. Yeah. Yep, somebody's been busy. That looks really cool. Cool. Well, I approve. I have no idea what you're building, but I approve. That is... Wow. That's cool. I'll have to get Trent on to give us a tour at some point. Anyways, I'm going to cut the recording here for now and do a little building down there. There's a view from another angle. So an upcoming project is going to be the stairwell, because obviously I'm going to have to build stairs down to the lower level so I can get rid of the upper parts of this ladder. And the last petal. I need to draft out the rest of these. I've got so much I need to do. It's really quite comical just how much there is to do. But I'm going to do something with regards to expanding this project a bunch more. Whether it be working some more of these details in, or getting the next petals sort of drafted in so I can start getting a feel for how I'm going to build the stairways here. When we come back, there will definitely be some more work completed here. So I will see you in a few seconds. Welcome back. Been doing some working and thinking, and the pattern's starting to expand. I'm really liking the contrast the black is giving. Let's have a look from the hilltop. Terrain modification on a grand scale is coming soon, though, as you can see. I traced out the petal around the one of the smaller mob tower, and I got to double check my count, but I think I might be off by one on that one. But regardless, the hillside is too small, and it's going to be doubly so when because what we're doing next is we're going to start laying out the final part of this pattern that I've drawn. No, that is the right one. It's 3 first. Hold on. This might interrupt the recording. Just one sec. Nope, I got it right. It's 3 off of here, and then 6, and then 15, and then 6, and then so on. Okay. So the next part of this, which is also going to be built out of stone brick, and this is going to let me build the stairwell and finally get rid of this mess in the middle here. I'll build my first stairwell, and then I'll be able to get down to the lower level. But first, before we can build a stairway, we need the plan. And the plan is, it starts off of the 15 block section. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes, this is where it gets complicated, because this is a diagonal pattern. So it's 2, and then 2. I'm counting them out off of my other monitor. This is one of those times where I'm really glad I have a dual monitor set up. 2, 3, and then, so let's see. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, and just to keep myself in track here, 2, 2, 3. Okay. So, did I get the angle of that right? I think I got, no, I got that backwards. That was the wrong angle because this needs to swing into a petal shape. Let's just get filler blocks out. Stop it. Flowing water, stop causing me grief. So, let me see. So it's, hold on, am I going out the wrong way still? Should have been... I did. Okay, just a second. I got this all wrong. I have made a mistake. Not a terrible mistake, just a mistake. One of those more garden variety little mistakes, shall we say. Because the pattern is extending out that way. So down 2. So this is the starter. So over 2. 2 over 1, 2, 3. There we go. Because this is orthogonal. 1, 2 that way. 2. Oops. And then 3 here. Clumsy. This is what happens when you're only half watching your own screen, I tell you. 3, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3, and then 2. And then 1, 2, 3. And then the beginnings of what I would call the upcoming massive terrain modification. Come on. Reconnect. This is the part where it gets complicated because I can't go too much further without making fairly significant changes to the terrain in the area. Oh, hold on. What's down there? I don't remember seeing a hole down here before. Guess I've been here before. Oh, it's just a little... Never mind. It's a divot, which I have now made slightly harder to get out of thanks to... Oops. It's times like this where the absence of pillaring can be a little troublesome, but that's just something you have to work around. Okay, so where was I? 3, let's see, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, hold on, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Is that right? I'm just checking one more time. 2, 3, 2 2s, a 3, a 2, 3, a 3, and then a 4. And we'll stop it right there because that's going to be troublesome. Okay, so that's the first one. Now we go over here and we do the same pattern right here, which starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with a 1 there. That's the one right beside. We'll go one further away and we go out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we have to begin some serious terrain removal because the world is in my way and we're going to have to do something about it. And these holes in the ground are also in my way, and I've probably just completely messed up my torching down there. So this is going to be a job for flooring, and oh, this isn't so bad. It's a little hole. Okay, but this needs to be sealed and covered and converted to water wherever possible. And a chunk of this hillock needs to be removed in anticipation of the next part of the project. But with this in place, because this is where, see, this is the inner part of the petal here. And trust me on this, it's exactly the same shape as these 4 vertical ones. So this outer petal here is identical in shape to these inner ones. And in fact, this innermost shape here is a scaled down shape of these. Having AutoCAD can make design really fun in Minecraft. I have fun designing things. That's just the simple truth of me. I create these designs. You should someday. I'll have to fire off a chunk of my drafts file, my old drafts file. I had one for before our restart for my city project. And talk about a project that got completely out of hand. Someday when we get tired of having no potatoes, we will make our way north. and find our old home. And we will show you just how insane I can get with builds, because this is starting to feel a little bit familiar. Not in a bad way. This is refreshing. I'm kind of enjoying really being able to start digging into this. All right, so what I'm going to do now is flatten a chunk of that hill out. I might even use dynamite for that, depending on how enthusiastic I'm feeling. And if I do, I might bring you guys back in to watch some explosions just for kicks. I'll be a little bit more methodical than I was with my with the last project with Kate. But yeah, I will be back in a moment. Alrighty, just gonna wrap things up here. It's always been said that it's good to end with a bang, so we're gonna set off some dynamite. I made 32, there's some more gunpowder cooking for later. I'm gonna try to be restrained in exactly how much I take out of here, but I am gonna have to definitely remove a chunk of this hillside to make room for my build, because I'm a builder, and I'm a builder who builds through the terrain. So it's really, I might not actually have to take out that much, but let's start right here. That should do. So I have been, in the past, I've played around with dynamite. Oh, you know what? I should have grabbed that torch. There we are. Torches are kind of precious. Oh, that had a good effect. Excellent. So a few of those should do the trick quite nicely. And just drop that down here. Uh-oh. That did not do what it was supposed to do. That was kind of a waste. Did not go nearly as deep as it should have gone otherwise. Let's blow this thing, the front off this mountain. Pop. Excellent. I have a destructive personality, I must admit. I do get a bit of a kick out of this. Modifying the world to match my needs as opposed to what the world generator decided the world should look like. It makes me feel very happy inside doing this. It's a terrible thing, destroying the world like this. Lovely. Kaboom! Excellent. And of course, I've got to make sure to spread the water in here as much as possible, because any excess gaps that I don't have to light up, and water available for future projects. Now, I do plan, one of the features of this place is going to be a pump tower. Now that we have an excess quantity of iron, that should be a decent possibility. Blow that up. And let's see. This is pretty much close to where I need to get to. I just don't know how far much further out it's going to have to go. I'm going to have to build most of the rest of this off camera. You guys kind of see the idea I'm heading for. So let's just get rid of this right here. So thank you guys very much for watching, as always. Really appreciate it. Advice and suggestions are always appreciated. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.